You know E major, don't you? What if I told you that there's a whole new world in the key of E that you might not know yet? It's not every day that you discover cool new chords that sound fantastic and are easy to hold. Well, the chords you're going to learn here are both. With a little bit of practice, you will have a bunch of new favorites to play on your guitar soon. Let's go. Just to have common ground here, this is E major. Second string from the top, second fret. Third string from the top, second fret, and fourth string from the top, first fret. And we have three open strings here, the low E string, that's our bass note, our root note, and we have the high B and the high E string here. And throughout the video, we want to keep that B and E string because those tie together those chords and make all those chords we're going to play sound great. So what are we going to do with all four other strings? Well, there's one thing that we could do. Let's have a look. This is E major. And if we replace the fingers so that the index finger is free here, it's still E major, the index finger is free. We can move that to the 6th and 7th fret. And then we place the index finger on the 5th fret top string. And that would make it an A major chord. And still we have B and E string here as open strings. And that together sounds like so. How beautiful is that? And we can do the same thing here on the 7th fret. That would be a variation of B major. Sounds like that. Beautiful. And those two sound fantastic together. It's worth playing them back and forth all day long. But there is one problem. This is our major shape, so E major, and then if we move it here and have the same finger, it's still a major shape, right? If we want to do the same thing with the minor shape, that's easy here. We lift one finger and then we have E minor. That's even easier because it's only two fingers here on the fretboard. But there is a problem. If we want to move that, let's say, to here, we still want to keep B and E string open, but we still have E and D string open, and we want to place fingers there while we keep B and E string open. And as you see, that's very complicated. But I said those chord shapes are easy, so that's not the solution. The solution is to block one string so that we only have to care about 3 strings anymore, and that will make things way easier. So let's have a look at the first chord shape. The minor 7th chord shape. As far as I know, this goes back to guitarist Freddie Green, who played rhythm guitar with the Count Basie Big Band and sounded something like that. But we're aiming for a different sound here, so let's have a look at the chord. I have the middle finger here, top string, 2nd fret, and I have it flat enough so that I mute that A string here, the 2nd from the top. Then I have my ring finger, 2nd fret, D string, and the little finger, 2nd fret, G string, while I keep B and E open. So this is the chord, wow. And if you say now, well, I'm not that comfortable with those fingers, let's have a look at your options. So you could have those fingers here, index finger and then middle and ring do the rest. I find that harder here without having my wrist like that. So I have to have my wrist here because I want to reach around those B and E strings here. And because the index finger is shorter here, it's harder to reach that while I have my wrist straight, and I want to have that straight. But if you feel like this is the fingering for you, then go for it. Second option would be to have the thumb up and play that top string while you mute the 2nd from the top, and you middle and ring finger do the rest. That feels comfortable too here, but there's one problem. Later on we want to go to the 12th fret, and as you can see, for me, this is impossible to do here. I can't reach it properly. So while it feels good here, it feels terrible here. It's nearly impossible to do. So I'll stick to that fingering here, middle, ring, and little finger for that chord shape. And then you can play that chord shape on the 2nd fret, 4th fret, very nice, and then 9th fret. Cool. So 2nd, 4th, and 9th fret are our minor shapes. And there's a second chord shape, the major 7th chord shape. Looks like so. I'm on the top string, 5th fret here with the middle finger. I have it flat to block that A string. Then I'm on the 6th fret with the ring finger, D string. Then 6th fret with the little finger, G string, and B and E are open. Sounds like so. Wow, beautiful. And if we want to move later on from minor to major, that would look like so. And have a look. What I'm doing is I'm not just trying to get those fingertips over here, but I'm swinging to the right here for major, and I'm swinging to the left here. Have a look at the wrist and the arm. So swing to the left for minor, swing to the right for major. And you can play the very fingering here on the 12th fret as well. That would look like so. So 5th fret and 12th fret. If you need any help with your guitar playing, check out highguitar.com where you can get one-on-one lessons. I understand how frustrating it is to be enthusiastic about guitar playing but not know where to start or what to do next. And that's why every month I help dozens of people just like you to learn guitar quickly, and I'd love to do the same for you. And there's one last chord shape before I'm going to show you how to mix them. This is the dominant 7th chord shape and it looks like so. So we are on the 7th fret, middle finger, top string, then block that A string here again with the middle finger, ring finger, 7th fret, D string, little finger, 8th fret, G string, and B and E are still open. Sounds and looks like so. Cool, let's have a look how to mix them. E major, then 2nd fret, minor shape, 4th fret, minor shape, and 5th fret, major shape. One more time, E major, 2nd fret, minor shape, 4th fret, minor shape, and then 5th fret, major shape. Would sound like so. Next chord progression looks like so. 9th fret, minor shape, 5th fret, major shape, and we go back home to E major, and then 7th fret, dominant 7th shape. Let's do it again. 9th fret, minor shape, 5th fret, major shape, then E major, just as you know it, and then 7th fret, dominant 7th shape. Sounds like so. The next one is a bit easier. So E major, then 4th fret, minor shape, then 2nd fret, minor shape, and we stay on that for twice as long, and it sounds like so. And the last chord progression goes like so, but I can only encourage you to play around with those chord shapes as they sound so beautiful. So 5th fret, major shape, then 4th fret, minor shape, 2nd fret, minor shape, and 7th fret, dominant 7th shape. One more time, 5th fret, major, and then 4th fret, minor, 2nd fret, minor, and 7th fret, dominant 7th shape. And it sounds like so. How cool are these chords? This is what they call a party trick. If you want to bring your strumming to the next level, then watch this next.